Embark just reworked the trial system, and here's everything you need to know. Starting off, the trials are going to run for the first time during the expedition window, meaning you don't have to wait a week or two, like the previous seasons, in order to do trials, which is always a great change. Second change, major map conditions no longer going to multiplier score, meaning if you kill a wasp on a day raid or a night raid, it will give you the exact same score. Wow. Round of applause for Embark for listening. They've finally done something healthy for the trial system. This is great news that I've been waiting on, and finally it's gonna be less saturated. There's gonna be some players going on night mode because they prefer the stealthiness. Some players going on day raid if they prefer the better visibility. But this just means that all the players are gonna spread out more evenly, and there'll be less competition during your raids, meaning way easier time doing trials, and it's gonna be less time consuming because you really had to get on at very specific times, which is I think what they're trying to solve. So if this is exactly what they're trying to solve, they also need to ensure the 40-minute game modes either don't give you a trial, like you can't do trials on there, or they just reduce it to 30 minutes like all the other game modes, because honestly I don't see a reason for them being 40 minutes. All of these, like getting the keys or doing the antennas, doesn't take that long. There's also gonna be less griefers. If you've done trials very seriously, all the griefers know exactly when you're going and where you're going. So they're gonna have a way harder time now, and hopefully they'll just stop doing that, because that was a little bit lame, let's be honest. The next change is also a great change. They are removing the condition-based trials, like the get hit by lightning and disarm mines. These two trials were obviously not very useful or very skillful to the trials community. It was all RNG, especially the mines. You just had to have a lobby, either go in PvP lobby where no one is doing the trials and just hope that no one stepped on anything, or just be extremely lucky and get all of them. But that's always great to hear. Also a great change. New objectives. Yeah, you heard it. We're getting new objectives to the trials, including melee, using gadgets and grenades, and searching unique containers. We're gonna have to see more because they haven't elaborated on this. They just let us know, teased it, what's coming. So we're just gonna have to wait. But it is an awesome change, and I have been thinking about how awesome it would be if they added more weapon-specific trials. For example, if you had to do a damage racketeer with a hairpin, or things that are more interesting and more skillful, instead of just being able to bring whatever you want. And you know, obviously everyone is gonna use the best gun like Jupiter for flying arc and things like that. So that's really here to spice things up. They've also acknowledged the problem with trios and solos, which of course all of us know that currently if you want to get the highest score, you have to play on trio, at least if you want to get the highest reward. So they haven't changed anything yet, but they did acknowledge, and they're letting us know, hey guys, we know about this problem, we're gonna work on it, and hopefully they'll fix it in a patch and we won't have to wait for another update or another major update. But we'll just have to wait and see with Embark. Now to the parts that motivates most of the players to even start doing the trials, the rewards. So starting off, when you reach Tryhard I, you will unlock the base outfit, which is the Recon Outfit. As you progress, reach Daredevil, you unlock the River Dance emote, the backpack charm, and an attachment. When you reach Hotshot, you'll get your own color variant for the Recon set, and for Cantina this time we're also getting its own respective color variant, which is great news since it keeps the competition alive and healthy for the trials community. So these are all the changes coming to the trial system. Let me know what you think about them down in the comments, and also if you're going to go for Cantina or Hotshot this season, or you feel like these changes are not good enough to make you come back and do the trials seriously. As always, I would appreciate if you can like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel so I can make more content in the future about the trials, and I'll see you guys in the next video.